I've uncovered 10 harsh truths about your mind, the kind most people avoid because they feel too uncomfortable to face. The reality is 99% of people are living under false beliefs about how their mind actually works. They try therapy, self-help, even medication, but they still feel stuck. After 2 decades as a therapist, I've seen a lot firsthand. Too many therapy methods only skim the surface. That pushed me to search relentlessly for a complete and effective model of healing. I immersed myself in deep psychological trainings, hoping to find the missing piece. And eventually I did. What I discovered changed everything. And I've helped hundreds of people transform beyond anxiety, depression, trauma, to being free of these issues. Along the way, I learned some uncomfortable truths that most people and even some therapists don't know. In today's video, I'm sharing 10 deep truths that unlock real transformative healing. If you're ready to go beyond surface level solutions, this is for you. The first truth, you may have heard some version of this. Your mind's job isn't to make you happy. It's to keep you alive. Your brain, constantly scanning for danger, keeps you in familiar patterns because your nervous system sees familiar equals safe. So even when you know what would help, I should meditate, I should stop people pleasing, I should set boundaries, something in you resists. You hesitate, you freeze, you fall back into old habits. And it's not because you're lazy or broken. It's because your mind is trying to protect you in the only way it knows how. The good news, later in the series, I'll offer you ways you can work with your mind instead of against it, so you can stop feeling like you're fighting it every single day. We tend to make this major human error, connecting our thoughts to our identity. Most people think they are their thoughts. When anxiety shows up, they think I'm anxious. When depression hits, they think I'm depressed. But that's like saying you are the weather because it's raining outside. Thoughts are reactions to your mind, but they're definitely not you. The moment you understand this distinction, everything changes. You can observe your thoughts instead of identifying with them. See your thoughts like cars going by on a highway. This will train your brain to separate out thoughts from you. The third truth is uncomfortable but necessary to understand your freedom. Feelings can be powerful. They feel true, sometimes overwhelmingly so. But feelings are not facts. They're information, but not the full truth. They are real experiences, but they're not always telling you the whole story. Feeling worthless doesn't mean you are. Feeling like you can't handle something doesn't mean you can't. And feeling like giving up doesn't mean that's your only option. If you often feel like you failed, you're not alone. You see, these kinds of feelings don't usually come from the present. Typically the child. They're shaped by old beliefs formed long ago from childhood. They're emotional habits, not facts. And they're rooted in past pain, not current reality. When you slow down and explore that feeling gently through the body, you may notice the voice behind doesn't even sound like you. It might echo a parent's criticism or a grandparent's judgment. The feeling is real, but the belief behind it, that's likely a story you've been carrying for too long. So instead, start meeting your feelings with curiosity. Ask the feeling, where did you come from? What are you trying to protect me from? And what do you need to feel resolved? That's the beginning of healing. Now that you understand these foundational truths, we need to go deeper into the really uncomfortable stuff. The truths that will make you fidget, but also set you free. Even when something isn't working, your mind might hold on to it. Not because you want to struggle, because familiar problems feel safe if that's what you've always known. Change means trying something new, but that scares the mind. This reactive part of the mind is called the ego, and its role is to protect you 24/7. It's like an alarm system, always watching out for danger. Because it's always on alert, your mind prefers what feels familiar, even if it's not good for you, and especially if you've had to protect yourself a lot in the past. Healing requires growth and change, which means facing the unknown. The ego sees the unknown as dangerous. Since its job is to keep you alive, it will interfere with your growth and healing, even if what's on the other side is peace, freedom, and joy. So instead of embracing change, the ego mind will repeat old patterns and replay the same emotional triggers. This is why people stay in toxic relationships work jobs that they hate, and repeat the same mistakes. They need to learn how to manage the ego, and doing so will unlock real transformation. Subscribe to my channel so you can navigate your ego and break free from the past. You won't want to miss this. There is a fifth harsh truth that explains why you keep sabotaging yourself when things start to get good. The subconscious operates like a thermostat for how much happiness, success, and love you think you deserve. When you exceed that upper limit, your mind will sabotage you to bring you back down to your normal level. This is why people lose weight and gain it back, why they find love and push it away, why they start succeeding and make choices that destroy their progress. The ego mind decides what level of good you're allowed to have, and it will even fight to keep you there. This upper limit is set up from childhood experiences, family patterns, and subconscious beliefs about what you deserve. But the good news, you can change your upper limit. Hang out with people who have an unlimited upper limit. Notice how they behave and interact. This will provide your subconscious new information. But if it makes you jealous or start comparing, then instead you can speak affirmations into your mind as you're falling asleep at night. Positive affirmations that resonate with you to train your subconscious to expand your upper limit. But here's the truth that really separates those who break free from those who stay stuck forever. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to fix you. No one is coming to make your life better. That responsibility is yours and yours alone. I know this sounds harsh, but accepting it, you'll take a huge step towards being mentally free. And you don't need to wait for the right therapist, the right medication, the right relationship. You need self-empowerment to start healing yourself now, right where you are, with exactly what you have. This is why I created time travel therapy, to guide others to become their own self-healer instead of depending on others to fix it. If you want to apply to my Soul Heals Self-Healer program, click the link in the video description. These final truths are the freedom ones that will completely transform how you see yourself and open you up for healing. Your past does not define you. The trauma and conditioning that happened to you needs resolved, but you don't need to be fixed. You are a whole, complete being who has had a variety of experiences, some of which were extremely painful, and some created patterns that no longer serve you. But none of them have the power to mess with your true essential self. Your ego mind and other issues are just layers resting on top of your soul. In fact, you can access your true self by leaning on your higher future self, the version of you that exists beyond all these patterns, the version of you that is already free, healed, and whole. The work isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you really are underneath layers of issues. Watch this video next, Overcoming Social Anxiety, starring your future self, to learn more about using your future self to heal. And this brings us to a truth that will change how you approach healing. You can't think your way out of trauma. You can't analyze your way out of anxiety or intellectualize your way out of depression. True healing happens in the body through somatic work, through feeling your feelings, through allowing your nervous system to calm stress cycles. This is why traditional talk therapy can only get you so far, because it's trying to solve a body problem with mind solutions. When I work with people using somatic meditation, we bypass the mind and go straight to the soul, where natural healing substances live that are so gentle and yet powerful enough to dissolve defenses and layers of issue previously blocking access to your body's own natural healing. I run somatic meditation groups. You can check the link in the description to see my current offers. And a freedom truth that brings it all together. You don't need to change therapists. You don't need to find the perfect diagnosis. And you don't need medication to fix something. Because the truth is, everything you need to heal is already inside your body. Your natural healing intelligence. The part of you that already knows how to restore balance. Just like it knows how to heal a cut or fight off an infection. Your body's not the problem. It's the path. When you learn how to drop beneath the noise of the mind and access the deep language of your natural healing system, you reconnect with something most people don't even know exists. Your soul has actual healing substance, its own inner medicinal juices. That's why I created a simple way for you to begin. A somatic meditation practice you can start today to help you feel light, calm, and reconnect to your true self. You can start now. I created a free playlist of somatic meditations on my channel. Even just one can start to reset your system. And finally, the most important truth of all, the one that decides whether this changes your life or not. When you finally start connecting with your body, really feeling it, your mind fights back. That's not a mistake. It's your old survival patterns trying to protect you. The inner critic, the doubter, the distractor, they all live in the ego mind. And when real healing begins, the mind panics. It hijacks the process out of fear of dying. That's why healing isn't just about feeling your emotions. It's a whole mind-body transformation and learning how to stay conscious through it and lead your mind with intuition instead of being led by the ego mind. And that's exactly why I created Time Travel Therapy YouTube channel, to give you the tools to navigate your ego mind, your emotions, your inner world, so your body can be prepared to finally do what it's always known how: heal. If you've ever felt like you've been doing the work but still stuck in loops, it's not because you're broken. It's because no one taught you how to hold your mind steady while your body opens. That's what I'm here for. That's what this channel is all about, to help you break free from living in the mind and living in the past. This does not replace the need for counseling. Rather, this is self-healing education to help you one day get beyond needing external support. So if you're ready to break free, subscribe now. You are not alone. Your future self called you to this.